Hi guys, on this tutorial I will show you how to integrate Logic Apps, Event Grid, and Computer Vision API within Azure. The main idea of this is that every time a user uploads a picture to an storage account, or every time a picture is uploaded to a storage account, the storage account is going to send an event through the event grid. Actually, we are going to catch that event in a Logic App in order to receive the URL that will allow us to access to that image, and this will allow us to pass that image to a cognitive service, to the computer vision API, in order to analyze the image. This might be helpful in case we want to integrate a content moderator in order to, I don't know, maybe if we want to restrict the content of a specific of an image. At the end of this tutorial, you will be able to catch an event and the Logic App every time you upload a picture to an storage account. So let me upload this here, a picture. Let me upload a picture of my dog. Upload. So now we will be able to receive that image in a Logic App and analyze that image. Take a look at this. A small brown dog standing next to a door with disconfidence. Tag is dog, smile, sitting. Actually, we can get that image from this URL. Let's see. And that's it. Okay. I am under the portal and I will start by creating a Logic App. We'll click here, Logic Apps, create on a consumption. Let me provide, my subscription group. The resource group, I will create a new one, demo computer vision. And the Logic App name, Daniel's Daniel's Vision, Logic Vision. Logic Vision, and I will place this Logic App in the East US. Review and create. And then I need to validate the information and I will be ready to create my Logic App. App has been created. I will open another tab here. Let me open here Azure portal, and I will create the storage account that allow me to store the images. Click here, storage, new. I will provide that subscription. I will place this in the same resource group, Demo Computer Vision. Storage account, storage, Daniel CB. Let's wait for this name to be available. General purpose V2 and locally redundant storage as a replication. Review and create and create. So at this point, we have created the Logic App and the storage account. Okay. Now the storage account has been created, I will be able to start creating my Logic App to define the workflow. So I will go to that research, the Logic App Designer, and I will start with a blank Logic App. And the trigger that is going to execute this workflow is that the event grid. Let me look for that connector, and I will select that connector, and the trigger is going to be when a resource event occurs. So I need to provide the directory where I will be looking for specific events. Let me provide my Azure credentials here. Let's wait here for a moment. Okay, so I need to identify or specify which is the subscription that I want to look for. Then the resource type, take a look at this. I want to look for a storage account. And the resource name will be storage Daniel CB, which is the storage account that we have created before. And what is the event that I want to look for when a blob is created? What do I want to do every time? And actually, let's take a look at this. We are going to close this. We are going to save it. And we are going to return here in a moment. My Logic App is still running, is waiting for a new blob has been uploaded to that storage account. So let me go here. I will create a new container. I will name it, I don't know, images, the public access type, anonymous. So the first thing I will do is to upload an image to that container. Let me go here. Let me provide this image. Okay, so I have uploaded a picture of an orange. Actually, we can see from this URL here. And if I go to my logic app, now we can see that the trigger has been executed. So I can get, for example, I will get this data. And actually, what I want to get in the next steps is this URL. But I mean, I need to get this URL as a variable that will populate, or that will be the input to the computer vision API. After we receive the method in the logic app, well, the event, we can get data from the event, such as topic, subject, event type, this kind of data. But we need to create variables that allow us to access to these values. So in order to do that, we are going to use the parse JSON action, but we need to create a schema. So the schema will be created from this sample. So let me copy this entire body. And actually, if we want to visualize, take a look at this. So, well, let me open this again, copy, paste this here, and let me show you how this looks like. We are from this sample, we are going to create this schema. So let me go here under the designer, add a new step, and we are going to use the data operations connector. And actually, the action will be the parse JSON. Here, we are going to receive the data object from the previous step. And here is where we need to create a schema. We are going to use a payload to create the schema. And take a look at this. We can repeat the same process. Let's save this. Well, let's run it, and we are going to upload a new picture here. Again, actually the same picture, doesn't matter. Upload, and this again is going to have another output. And the output that we're going to have now is other type of body. Actually, is the body, that the body will be the output. So let me copy again this sample. Let me add it here. So now we want to do the same process, but this time we want to create the variable called URL. Okay, so now let me copy this. We are going to repeat the same process. The designer, new step, again, parse JSON, data operations, parse JSON, and the output here, or the content, was going to be the body, I mean the body variable that was created on the previous step, and we are going to repeat the process. The schema will be created from a sample payload. Now with this, I will be able, again, let me save it, let's run this, and we are going to upload a picture, again, a new picture here. So then we are going to be able to receive the URL in a variable. Okay, from this, let's take a look at this to these outputs. Now we have this URL. Okay, so the next step, we are going to create a computer vision resource that will allow us to analyze the image. So I will type here computer vision in the marketplace. I will place this in the same resource group, demo computer vision, Daniel's CV logic. Okay, pricing field, standard, review and create, and let's wait for this computer vision resource to be created, because we need, I think that is the key. We're going to see this in a moment. So let's wait for this computer vision resource. Okay, so now the computer vision resource has been created. So let's create here in the designer. We are going to create a new step, and we are going to choose computer vision. We're going to type here computer vision API, not custom vision, computer vision. And we are going to analyze the image. So that we need to provide a connection name, Daniel's CV connection. The account key, where this is the account key from the computer vision resource that we have created. So under resource management, keys and endpoint, I can copy any of these keys. So let me copy these keys. Let me paste this here, and I need to provide the endpoint or the URL. So again, from the computer vision resource, copy this, Let me paste this here. So now we are going to create the connection. And after that, we need to provide what is the source of the image that we want to analyze, which is the image URL. Here, image URL. And here is where I need to provide the URL, which is an output that we got from the previous step. Okay, after this, let me save this. And now let's run it in order to just debug. Actually, my logic app will still be running even if I not click here on run, just to see the outputs of each step. Let me upload a new picture here, but this time let me upload these pictures. Let me upload this picture. Okay, actually, let's take a look to what is inside this picture. So now all the workflow has been executed. If I click here, I will get the information about the image: a man wearing a suit and tie, smiling at the camera with this confidence, and the tag names such as person, man, a suit, indoor, clothing, and that's it. Thank you very much.